Hey, Jules Bless Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So I've been sharing some foundational components that can really help sustain a raw vegan lifestyle, but just plant-based in general. So when I think about raw vegan, I really think about food in its most natural whole form as much as possible. So, of course, all fresh fruits, yay God, vegetables, and then some other foundational things like hemp hearts. These are shelled hemp heart seeds. Are you familiar? And of course, these ones are organic, which is ideal. But yeah, I remember when I first brought these home, and my husband was like, "Oh my gosh, you turned into a full-on hippie, and that's hemp. So like, what are you gonna start smoking pot next?" And I was like, honey, hemp has been around for literally thousands of years. The Egyptians were using it 5,000 years ago. If we had stayed with hemp for clothing and, paper and various things, we wouldn't have destroyed all the trees. I mean, sadly, today we would have because of all the business agriculture. But in general, we would not have, right? So hemp has been around a really long time. And no, it's not a gateway drug to me smoking pot. My poor husband. I have really put him through it. Going from weekend warriors of every standard American diet nightmare food to this. He's just like, I don't even know you. He'll literally say that. I don't even know you anymore. Anyway, bear with me on my voice. I was really struggling. My asthma I considered to be, what would I consider it to be? I want to say like at bay. It's never quite healed because my potential for inflammation is very immediate and I can be provoked by things, but it's definitely not something I have to deal with every single day. I don't have to take my inhaler anymore. I only have an emergency one. But sometimes when things affect me, we've had the air conditioner on. It's crazy hot in the high desert. And one thing, I'm just looking at the temperature right now, is when the air comes on, if the filter isn't clean, of course, everything comes and I'll start having an asthma attack like in my sleep, which of course I cannot control. But that's where I'm at right now. So I've been struggling. My voice sounds very tired and that is okay. I'm in a good place and I'm happy to be here. All right, so this is a fantastic article called Six Evidence-based, and I'm all for science and evidence-based. I love that. 6 evidence-based health benefits of hemp seeds. And I love them. Of course, I mentioned Tanny Raw, a health advocate on every social media platform, and you can find her for health. And these are kind of the foundational things that fall under her favorite things. If you go to tannyraw.com and you look under her favorite things, definitely hemp hearts will be one of them. And of course, I've already talked about other things, right? So I talked about lucuma powder, another favorite, and definitely wakame, which is such a good one. And another one, tahini, which is a sesame seed type paste, but most people think of it as a nut butter. Anyway, though, this is just another one in that whole lineup where I thought, I blindly went with Tanny's advice, and I'll do that all day long. She wears her evidence in her vibrancy and her beautiful body. Are you kidding? But I wanted more information for myself and for my huge Jules Bless Vegan following. Dang, this place is filling up. Okay, so let's get into it, and of course I'll include it in the description of the video. Hemp seeds are seeds of the hemp plant, Cannabis sativa, so cannabis, right, which you've probably heard in reference to marijuana and stuff like that. All right, they are from the same species as cannabis, marijuana, but a different variety, and that matters, okay? However, they contain only trace amounts of THC, which is the psychoactive compound in marijuana. And by trace amounts means, yes, it exists, but it's nothing that would alter your state in any way. And it really wouldn't even heal anything if you were looking for that, or serve as a painkiller if you were looking for that. I mean, how much can you do? I This has about 60 calories a tablespoon, and it's recommended that you use about 3 tablespoons for whatever it is you're doing, which is 180 calories, which if you're doing 80-10-10, that is about 10% of an 1800 calorie diet. So that's just straight up. I like it. It's very interesting. It's very nutty flavored to me in texture, and it's a lot of fun in dressings. I often will just sprinkle it on top too, depending what I'm doing. So it says that hemp seeds are exceptionally nutritious and rich in healthy fats, protein, and various minerals. Here are 6 health benefits. Let's get into it. Technically a nut, hemp seeds are very nutritious. They have a mild nutty flavor and are often referred to as hemp hearts, and I agree. They are a fun little nutty flavor, and of course these ones are really called hemp hearts, but if you look underneath, it literally says that they're shelled hemp seeds. They also, hemp seeds contain over 30% fat. They are exceptionally rich in 2 essential fatty acids, linoleic acid, which is the omega-6, and alpha-linoleic acid, which is the omega-3. It's really important that we get all of that. They also contain gamma-linolenic acid, and forgive me if I'm saying that wrong, which has been linked to several health benefits. Hemp seeds are a great protein source, as more than 25% of their calories are from high-quality protein. Fabulous. That is considerably more than similar foods like chia seeds and flax seeds, whose calories are 16 to 18% protein. Hemp seeds are also a great source of vitamin E and minerals such as phosphorus, potassium, sodium, magnesium, sulfur, calcium, iron, and zinc. Hemp seeds can be consumed raw, cooked, or roasted. Hemp seed oil is also very beneficial and has been used as a food and medicine in China for at least 3,000 years. So in summary, that's why I like these. If you're not a reader, just go for the summary. Hemp seeds are rich in healthy fats and essential fatty acids. They are also a great protein source and contain high amounts of vitamin E, phosphorus, potassium, sodium, magnesium, sulfur, iron, calcium, and zinc. Number 2, hemp seeds may reduce your risk of heart disease. Heart disease is the #1 cause of death worldwide. Interestingly, eating hemp seeds may reduce your risk of heart disease. The seeds contain high amounts of amino acid, arginine, which produces nitric acid in your body. Nitric acid, and that's a hyperlink you can click for more, is a gas molecule that makes your blood vessels dilate and relax, leading to lowered blood pressure and a reduced risk of heart disease. In a large study in over 13,000 people, first of all, thanks for being people instead of animals, and 13,000 is significant. Increased arginine intake corresponded with decreased levels of C-reactive protein, or CRP, an inflammation marker. High levels of CRP are linked to heart disease. The gamma-linolenic acid found in hemp seeds has also been linked to reduce inflammation, which may decrease your risk of diseases like heart disease. Additionally, animal studies have shown that hemp seeds or hemp seed oil may reduce blood pressure, decrease the risk of blood clot formation, and help the heart recover after a heart attack. You know, if they were testing on humans, they should just continue in that direction, right? Leave the animals alone. All right, so in summary, hemp seeds are a great source of arginine and gamma-linolenic acid, which have been linked to a reduced risk of heart disease. Number 3, hemp seeds and oil may benefit skin disorders. Fatty acids may affect immune responses in your body. Studies suggest that your immune system depends on the balance of omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids. You know, I always say to do the Tanny Raw Reset, and she probably has a video of this anyway if you just go to her page on YouTube. But part of the Raw Reset, which will be coming up in a couple of months, she always teaches how imperative it is that you make sure you're getting the omega-6, the omega-3, and then find out which ones have a combination of 6 and 3, like this, or even some have 6 and 9. I believe the avocado is a 6 and a 9. But she's so good about helping people rotate so that they don't have deficits in any area. It's brilliant. Hemp seeds are a good source of polyunsaturated and essential fatty acids. They have about a 3-to-1 ratio of omega-6 to omega-3. So for every 3 parts of omega-6, there's 1 part of omega-3, which is considered in the optimal range. Studies have shown that giving hemp seed oil to people with eczema may improve blood levels of essential fatty acids. The oil may also relieve dry skin, improve itchiness, and reduce the need for skin medication. Super interesting. Let me go back on that a second. Studies have shown that giving hemp seed oil to people with eczema may improve blood levels of essential fatty acids. Praise God, I don't have eczema, but I know a lot of people who do, and one girl just wrote me about that. I would love to encourage it. Summary: hemp seeds are rich in healthy fats. They have a 3-to-1 ratio of omega-6 to omega-3, which may benefit skin diseases and provide relief from eczema and its uncomfortable symptoms. Number 4, hemp seeds are a great source of plant-based protein, which I love because, fruit and vegetables, all fruit and vegetables have some fat, some protein, and of course carbs. But obviously more protein, natural protein in that way, can be very beneficial for everything, but especially for people who are still trying to reduce or release their excess weight. Yes, please. About 25% of calories in hemp seeds come from protein, which is relatively high. In fact, by weight, hemp seeds provide similar amounts of protein as beef and lamb. 30 grams of hemp seeds, or 2 to 3 tablespoons, provides about 11 grams of protein. Fabulous. They are considered a complete protein source, which means that they provide all the essential amino acids, which I'm aware, so does chia. Your body cannot produce essential amino acids and must obtain them from your diet. Complete protein sources are very rare in the plant kingdom, as plants often lack the amino acid lysine. Quinoa is another example of a complete plant-based protein source. And if you're doing raw vegan, and of course you're not going to, cook the quinoa, but you can easily sprout that quinoa. It's really interesting. There's a couple of different levels of sprouting, if you will. The first one is simply leaving them in water for 24 hours. That will begin to open them up to the point where you could actually incorporate or consume them. And then there's much more where you actually soak them for 24, put them on a plate, put them in a dark place for up to like 2 days, rinse them 2 more days, and you monitor them opening up. But I've absolutely taken like rainbow quinoa and just soaked it for 24 hours and put it in things, and it's fantastic. Okay, complete protein sources are very rare. Forgive me, I read that. Hemp seeds contain significant amounts of amino acids, methionine, and cysteine, as well as very high levels of arginine and glutamic acid. The digestibility of hemp protein is also very good, better than protein from many grains, nuts, and legumes. That's good to know. In summary, about 25% of the calories in hemp seeds come from protein. What's more, they contain all the essential amino acids, making them a complete protein source. That's really encouraging to me because I do rotate my stuff, but I don't use hemp seeds as often as I may choose to now based on this. Number 5, hemp seeds may reduce symptoms of PMS and menopause. Who doesn't welcome that? I was going to say men, but I'm like, are you kidding me? Men the most. Saying, yes, please, ease this woman. She's crazy. Up to 80% of women of reproductive age may suffer from physical or emotional symptoms caused by premenstrual syndrome or PMS. And because this is evidence-based, there's hyperlinks throughout the entire article if you want more information. These symptoms are very likely caused by sensitivity to the hormone prolactin. Gamma-linolenic acid, or GLA, found in hemp seeds produces prostaglandin E1, which reduces the effect of prolactin. In a study in women with PMS, taking 1 gram of essential fatty acids, including 210 milligrams of GLA per day, resulted in a significant decrease in symptoms. Other studies have shown that primrose oil, which is rich in GLA as well, may be highly effective in reducing symptoms for women who have failed other PMS therapies. It decreased breast pain, fantastic, and tenderness, depression, irritability, and fluid retention associated with PMS. Amazing. Because hemp seeds are high in GLA, several studies have indicated that they may help reduce symptoms of menopause too. The exact process is unknown. More studies need to be done, right? No, let's see. But the GLA in hemp seeds may regulate the hormone imbalances and inflammation associated with menopause. I love it. All right, in summary, hemp seeds may reduce symptoms associated with PMS and menopause thanks to its high levels of gamma-linolenic acid, or GLA. Number 6, whole hemp seeds may aid digestion. Fiber is an essential part of your diet and linked to better digestive health. Whole hemp seeds are a good source of both soluble and insoluble fiber, containing 20% and 80% respectively. So let's look at that. Soluble for 20% and insoluble for 80%. That's amazing. Soluble fiber forms a gel-like substance in your gut. It is a valuable source of nutrients for beneficial digestive bacteria and may also reduce spikes in the blood sugar and regulate cholesterol levels. Insoluble fiber, this is the one that's so important, adds bulk to your stool and may help food and waste pass through your gut. You know, they say people at any time have like 20 pounds of waste. And for many, of course, that's like dead meat and stuff in there. Oh. It's also been linked to a reduced risk of diabetes. Yay. However, dehulled or shelled hemp seeds, also known as hemp's hearts. Oh no, I probably should have read this first. Also known as hemp hearts, contain very little fiber because the fiber-rich shell has been removed. Okay, well, that's a bummer. Okay, hey, what happened? Hemp hearts, shelled hemp seeds. Shelled hemp seeds, straight up. Ugh, it's a rude awakening, people. I'll find the other kind. I'll happily find the other kind. Can you believe it, you guys? Okay, I actually have another one, and maybe that's the better one. We'll have to see. Contain very little fiber because the fiber-rich shell has been removed. All right, good to know. Whole hemp seeds contain high amounts of fiber, both soluble and insoluble, which benefits digestive health. However, dehulled or shelled hemp seeds contain very little fiber. The bottom line. Though hemp seeds have only recently become popular in the West, they're a staple food in many societies and provide excellent nutritional value. They are very rich in healthy fats, high-quality protein, and several minerals. However, hemp seed shells may contain trace amounts of THC, like less than 0.3%, okay? So less than 0.1%. Are you getting that? The active compound in marijuana. People who have been dependent on cannabis may want to avoid hemp seeds in any form. Straight up, you don't want to trigger yourself. Overall, hemp seeds are incredibly healthy. They may be one of the few superfoods worthy of their superfood reputation, right? All right. I'm distraught over that last line there. Hold on one second. I'm going to investigate. Okay, so I was just shopping the net for a minute, but I will tell you, I cannot find just plain old whole hemp seeds. Not for human consumption. Like at best, I found one that said gently hold. Like, how is it gentle? You either take off the shell or you don't. Anyway, I'm not gonna freak. Calm down. This is what happened. Sorry, I'm tired. You know I'm giggly when I'm tired. This is what happens to me. Like, I think I'm just totally on it, and then I'll find like the fine print and realize that I have a little bit of animal component, or I'm not actually getting the best thing that I thought, and I just start freaking. And it's like, no, do not freak. You need to know that you're doing great with what you have, which is way better than what you had. Okay, so what I'm going to leave with is this. I have many ways that I get fiber in my diet every day. I mean, don't even get me started on the fiber in a date, right? So maybe this isn't my fiber source, but it's absolutely my protein source, right? Because there's 10 grams of protein in a recommended serving of this, and that is pretty fantastic. Only 1 gram of fiber, but again, I get my fiber many other ways. I'm okay with that. Oh, I'm gonna be okay. But good to hear otherwise about hemp hearts. And if I locate real hemp seeds that are edible, I'll get back to you guys. All right, like if you like doing this, if you haven't subscribed, let me know in the comments below how I may support you. And until we talk again, best of all, know that whatever you're doing, it's probably enough for this moment, and therefore, you're blessed.